My daughter came home with a cut on her lip, a thin red line, small but deliberate. She didn't cry when I asked. She just looked away, twisting her hands, the way she does when she's scared to speak. What happened? Her voice trembled. Mom's friend got angry. I froze. There's a tone children use when they're telling the truth but expecting not to be believed. That's the one she used. That night, I called my ex-wife. She laughed, actually laughed. She's making it up, she said. You know how kids are. I didn't. Not mine, not her. The next morning, the teacher called. Her voice carried that quiet, shaking calm people use when they've seen something they can't unsee. Mr. Dalton, there's something you should come in for. It's about Ava. And that's when the ground shifted beneath me. Because when she showed me the video, the man in that recording wasn't a stranger. It was someone I used to trust. The footage was from the school's security camera, Ava's pickup time. She was standing near the gate, waiting for her mother. A man came into view, early 30s, lean build, confident walk. He knelt beside her, said something I couldn't hear. She froze, flinched. He smiled. My stomach turned. When he straightened, the light hit his face, and I knew him. Tyler, my wife's friend. He'd been around before the divorce, smiling too much, laughing too loud at her jokes. He was there the day she left. He helped carry her boxes. Now he was picking up my daughter from school, touching her face. And that small red line on her lip, suddenly, it wasn't an accident anymore. I thanked the teacher, calm, polite, drove home in silence. Inside, everything broke apart. I wanted to scream, but anger wouldn't help me now. People like her, like them, they feed on reaction. They twist it until you look like the unstable one. So I smiled when I called her, told her we needed to talk about the visitation schedule. She agreed. Of course she did. She thought she still had control. For 3 nights, I planned quietly. I didn't tell Ava, didn't call the police. Not yet. I checked her phone records. Every call from her mother's number had a secondary number mirrored, one that wasn't registered in her name, Tyler's. I went through Ava's weekend drawings. She draws everything she sees. And in one of them, she'd drawn her mother, smiling, and a tall man beside her, red crayon in his hand. My chest went cold. The next day, I followed her car when she came to pick Ava up. Stayed 2 cars behind. She didn't go home. She went to a different house, Tyler's. I parked down the street, engine off, watched. He opened the door before she even knocked. They kissed. She laughed into his mouth. It wasn't about love. It was about winning. They both enjoyed keeping me blind. That night, I didn't sleep. I replayed every lie she'd told. Every time she said, "You're overreacting. You're paranoid. You need help." No, I didn't need help. I needed proof. And by morning, I had it. I visited the school again. The teacher had already sent me a copy of the video, but now there was something new. Audio from a closer camera. Tyler's voice. He said, "If you tell anyone, I'll hurt Mommy." Ava didn't move, didn't breathe. The next sound was him grabbing her arm. The sound after that was her crying. I watched it twice. No rage, no tears, just silence. Then I called my lawyer. We filed an emergency custody motion, attaching the footage. When the court summoned her, she still smiled, still played the part, until I pressed play. Her laughter died. Her eyes flickered from the screen to me. Then she whispered, "You set me up." I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. 2 days later, the police came for Tyler. She tried to stop them, but they didn't even look at her. When they let him out in cuffs, I stood at the edge of the driveway. He looked at me, defiant, shaking. I didn't blink. She turned to me, tears finally coming. "Please," she said, "I didn't know." I stepped closer. You always knew, I whispered. You just didn't care until it cost you something. She broke then, half sob, half denial. I didn't touch her, didn't comfort. I just watched the woman I used to love collapse under the weight of her own silence. Ava sleeps peacefully now. No more nightmares, no hesitation when she smiles. She still draws, but the man in red is gone. The court granted full custody last month. My ex moved out of state. No visits, no calls. Sometimes I wonder if she dreams of him, of the choices that brought her here. But I don't. I don't wonder. I don't hate her. Hatred is too heavy. What I feel now is colder, cleaner, like silence after a storm that will never return. When I tucked Ava in tonight, she asked, "Daddy, is he gone for good?" I said yes. And for the first time in years, it was the truth.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.